What's up, guys? Episode 16, we're talking about should you go to school or not, a little bit of our experiences, and on Periscope later, we're talking about duck-sized horses. What's up? Welcome back. Episode 16. We're getting good at that.
Yeah, we are, man.
Of,
yeah, we are. Hashtag, that's my job. Hashtag Ask Chris Ake. Chris Ake, co-host Brandon Ross. Tuning in again, episode 16. Excited today, man.
I'm actually feeling really good, too.
Good to hear.
I'm actually feeling really good. So if you guys want to watch a show live, which we have, Cole, man, we got the hardest working team on the planet.
Yeah, we do.
That you guys are watching right now. If you want to watch a show live, go to Christopher_Ake on Twitter, and you can join Periscope. If you don't know what Periscope is, you're way behind the trend. You should probably go live under a rock. That's pretty much it. So follow us on Periscope, follow us on Twitter. We're doing the show live. We open it up. We stop filming, and then we open it up live for real questions. We do like a little Q&A on the Periscope. I'm gonna let B shout out his call and his handles.
Getting good at that every day, man. So my Twitter handle, Brandon_Ross3. Instagram, check me out, follow me, ask me questions. Use the hashtag AskChrisAke on my social medias too. Pass it along. We'll answer your questions day in, day out. So
one day in the future, we might flip it. Ask Brandon Ross.
Maybe.
You never know what's coming. Maybe ask Chris and Brandon. Who knows? We got some tricks up our sleeve, so stay tuned. I'm excited. I'm feeling really good today. I don't know. I've just been hustling on the go ever since I got here, so I'm kind of in that zone. Let's just start it off.
All right. Shout out to this question. So the name is FEGGOUS. From that person question. This is a pretty cool question, man. Should a person go to school to learn business or go out into the field right away and learn from experience?
Wow.
Yeah. That's a touchy little subject, baby.
Yeah, pretty
honest opinion.
Pretty deep one.
Yeah, it is.
Any other ad-libs?
Nope. Done. Go.
Okay. Jeez, this guy who's an ad-lib, he's a hype man over here. Just pump it up, come on.
What's it? Flick a Flav? Hype man.
So for this, I'm actually kind of two-sided by this. There's a lot that I can say about this, and I know there's a lot evolving right now, kind of in the educational system and also in knowledge, just because we have YouTube. So essentially what we're doing right now is I didn't even have this, and I just graduated college in 2011. I didn't have this available to me where I could just go on YouTube and you could look and see business owners who scaled a company, right, and then pick their brain and get that information. I really didn't have that when I went to school. We did kind of have that, but not as many people were doing it. So now today, there's tons of knowledge out there where you could literally just find out, hey, how do I do this form of accounting, right? Mm-hmm. They jump on YouTube, they watch a webinar, they understand how to do it. So it's kind of cool to see where that knowledge is going. As far as, should you go, should you not go? Personally, I think everybody has their own situation, and I think that it's kind of based on situation.
It is.
Right?
I learned a lot from what I do here through YouTube or through books, learning materials. Because like I said, I didn't study sales. I didn't really fall into the entrepreneurial type career path, but I fell into it. So since I was out of school, I had to find other ways of learning. And that's where I utilize other resources which help me progress within this business and within this company. But yeah, it is a case-by-case study or a case-by-case, situation. If you really have that passion, kind of like yesterday, we were back against the wall, taking that leap. If you find yourself in the right position and you want to go for it and you feel comfortable, you feel motivated and hustling to go do it, I say more power to you. And take that chance, take that opportunity.
Yeah, and personally, I just this question has such heavy weight, which is actually a really deep question, and I don't want to give any advice in one direction or the other because I know there's gonna be a lot of young people watching this.
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of young people who are following, who are in that position where you could go to school or not, because essentially technology is evolving so rapidly where 10-year-olds have a huge iPhone 6, right? They have a phone better than Brandon has, and he's 26 years old, so they're 16 years behind the 8 ball, and they have a great phone where they're sitting there, right, and they're texting, they're going on YouTube, they're learning all this information. So there's going to be a lot of young people who are going to adapt to the technologies and watch all this information. Even 5 years from now, this is still going to be out there, and somebody's going to be watching this, like, oh, should I go to school or not? So, and I don't know how the school system's going to be set up in 5 years, but personally, myself, I went to school. I went to a college, a university. I studied business just because that's what I wanted to do, and I didn't really exactly know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to be in the business world somehow. So I went to school for business, but in my case, personally, I would say for me, I needed school. Just number one, circumstance, in the environment. So I didn't grow up in the worst neighborhood in the world, but I didn't grow up in the best neighborhood in the world. There was, gunshots and helicopters and pretty bad, right? You stayed a few nights over. I grew up in a bad neighborhood, right? So a bad environment. And honestly, if I didn't get out of that environment, if I didn't go to school, then I probably wouldn't be sitting here in front of the camera talking in episode 16 in front of Periscope and YouTube, telling you guys about my experiences and how I scaled a company. Just because the environment of where I came from, there's like this weird stigma of like you can't get out or you can't do it. I still have friends who are still, doing the same thing. I have a couple friends who are dead. I have a couple friends who are in prison, right? So it's like this box that you can't get out of. And when I went to school, it kind of opened up my mind that, wow, there's so much more out there and there's more opportunities. I mean, you're kind of in the same boat, right? We grew up in the same environment. So I would say for me, it actually helped out. Funny story was actually, I don't know if I even told you this, but I went home recently. I visited my dad, and he's never said like, oh, I'm really happy you went to school, things like that. He kind of like throw subtle hints. But one time he was like, he's like, I'm happy you went to school. He goes, if not, you'd probably be in jail. I said, thanks, Dad. If that's you saying you're proud of me, I appreciate it. I'll take that story, right? So, I mean, it's just my circumstance. I need to get out, right? Did I learn more since I've been starting this company? Absolutely. I know more almost than an MBA student, right? Give me a quiz or like a test, right, in front of a business test. I'll take it. I guarantee that I can pass it just because of that knowledge. So, I would say based on your experience, biggest, that's how I'm going to call it.
There you go.
Is that fine? Mm-hmm. Biggest? So a great question. I'm going to say based on your experience, where you're at, you could always try it out, right? You could always try it out. Try that out, try this out, try everything out. Maybe go to school for a year, see if you like it. Personally myself, I hate tests. I don't like the standardized tests. Dude, I remember, so when I was in school, you know what I would do? Seriously, I would seriously do this. When I was in school for the bubble questions, I would read like 2 of them, and the next 5 I would just go B, C, D, E. All right, let's read this one. That's literally how I took every single test in college. I did not read every question. I could not sit there and waste time and just answer so if I was doing a paragraph essay answer, I'll knock those out of the park. But the multiple choice, the check boxes, I just didn't want to read them. My attention span was this short, which is still true today. So, so that's my final, I guess recommendation. What your circumstance was best for you, try everything out, right? Anything else you want to say on it?
That covers it, man. Covers it.
That's it. But, side note, last note I was going to say about it, if you're going to school for something very, very specialized, do it. Like Brandon went to school for accounting, and if you want to be an accountant, a CPA, you got to go to a very specialized school for it. If you want to be, some kind of technical something, you got to go to school for it. If you want to be a doctor, go to school. But this was business, business school, business general question. One of the best ways you're going to get experience is just by doing it. So maybe start a business while you're in school. You get best of both worlds. So maybe try that out. That's what we got. Another busy day today. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. #AskChrisAke. We've been to school, right? We've been broke. We've started companies. We've been in, I would say combined, we've probably been in about 400 meetings.
I was gonna say 500. 400
to 500 meetings with
right.
Not just meetings of like, hey, let's have coffee. No, like with actual business owners sitting down, talking to them, pitching, learning. About 500 meetings.
We've learned a lot.
So
A lot of experience.
Yeah, and every
Right.
single meeting we go to, every single one, we ask the business owner, what's a tip that you could tell us that you wish you knew when you started out? We ask them every single one. So we took all that knowledge. So we have a lot of knowledge. We're still young. We're still growing. We don't know everything, but we have a lot of knowledge that we feel, and we want to share it with you guys. So we're trying to build up that community of like-minded people. We're not here to sell you. We're not here to pitch you. But if you do want an app or website, contact us. That's not what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is just share this wealth with this community. So thank you guys for watching. YouTube, Periscope, stay on the boat. Don't end it. Nope. Don't end it. Don't end it. Thank you guys for watching episode
16.
See you guys in episode 70. Ask your questions.